103.5 WEZL.
Justin Moore, Small Town USA on WEZL.
It's 8:27, 27 minutes after talking about eating odd things. Well, and it's only odd because we're not. It's not mainstream. It's just because we're not used to eating things like goat.
Yes.
Or monkey. Yeah, like I know when you were in Vietnam, you ate that monkey.
Yeah.
Now, I know when we went to Asheville, they had a goat omelet at that Asheville restaurant. That Tupelo Honey, I believe, is the name of the restaurant in Asheville. That was one of their most popular dishes. The goat omelet.
At dinner Saturday, we were talking about that. It was goat brain.
Where?
You know, like pig brains, like they have up at
Come on, man.
Howard's.
Yeah.
In Monk's Corner.
Where are they serving goat brains?
Well, no, he just said that they used to fix them up.
Oh.
They didn't waste anything.
Ate every part of the goat.
Yeah, cook it up with eggs, just like you do pig brain. It was, well, good morning.
You know, you haven't eaten anything until you've eaten groundhog.
You know, somebody was telling, who was I talking to about that Saturday? We were up at Evo, and the guy I was having dinner with was talking about that he ate groundhog on a regular basis growing up, groundhog and squirrel.
Yep, I can remember my daddy shooting one when I was a little girl, and supposedly I helped him clean it. I don't remember that part of it, but it was pretty good. It tasted like steak.
Tasted like steak. That's what he was saying. It was like just like good red meat.
Yep, find you good big old fat.
I don't know.
groundhog.
It's just meat. I guess it's just the way it's packaged that we're not used to thinking about consuming. You know.
Well, and when you live out in the country and you don't have a lot of money to feed your family with, you do the best you can.
You ate what was available.
That's right.
Raccoons were a big thing.
Oh, man, nobody eats raccoon.
Well, sure they do. They go on coon hunts, and they use every part of the raccoon.
That's
Really?
right.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day.
Thanks for calling.
All right. Bye.
I was at a wedding one time where they used every part of that raccoon.
I remember that. They even for the cake.
Stop right there.
All right. This is Misty.
Misty.
Misty, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Tell me about your eating habits.
When we were growing up, my parents used to make gizzard and heart goulash.
Gizzard and heart goulash.
Chicken and gizzards, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's that stuff in that bag that most folks throw away.
Yeah.
Now, did you like it? Were you forced to eat it, or did you like to?
We were forced to eat it, but we always fed the gizzards and hearts to the dog.
When Mom wasn't looking.
Yeah.
Now,
Because I wasn't about to eat them.
Would you eat it now?
Oh no.
Is there
I'd starve to death first.
Is there anything that you try to serve your kids that you think is good for them that they won't eat?
That they're feeding the dog?
They're broccoli.
The broccoli, yeah. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Michigan.
Michigan, and chicken hearts and gizzards were big things up there.
They are a big thing up there.
I got you. Hey, thanks for calling. Appreciate it,
You're
Misty.
welcome.
And it is what out of necessity, because we were with Professor Wall and his lovely wife Christine on Saturday. We were talking about folks who got used to eating things like squirrel and rabbit and raccoon and goat and whatever was available. It was out of necessity for most of them, because most people in Appalachia were poor dirt farmer kind of folks, and when they raised food pretty much to kill it. I mean, the animals to kill it was pretty much the deal. Or they'd go hunting. They didn't go hunting squirrel for fun. They went out to hunt squirrel to eat.
Well, I'm definitely one of those people that I just don't like to go out of my comfort level.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've had alligator before, and to me it does somewhat taste like chicken. It's just I can't get past the fact that it's alligator.
You might as well eat chicken, right?
Same thing with frog legs. I mean,
no, I don't want to eat that either.
It didn't taste that nasty. It's just the fact that I knew I was eating the legs of a frog.
Well, see, you ever watch Survivor, man?
No.
That show that's on, that show that's on, I think it's Discovery, and they put this guy out for a week in the middle of someplace, and then he lives on whatever he can find, and you see him, he'll grab a snake, a non-poisonous snake out of the, and he'll just pull it up and he'll just eat it.
Not even cook it or anything?
No, or a lizard that way or something. And I guess, if you're hungry enough, you eat what's available.
Well, I think that's the case, too, because there's been a couple of times where I've been really hungry at a wedding because I hadn't had anything for, hours.
A couple hours.
Hours. And I've eaten something that I normally wouldn't eat, like olives or something.
Not a snake.
No.
Did you eat any raccoon up at that
at
Skeeter and Darcy's wedding?
No. I think they had KFC, if I remember.
Well, you don't know that. They might have told you they got it over to Colonel. In fact, I think, Skeeter, are you on the phone?
I'm on the phone.
Now, Rick was at your wedding, and he's never gotten over your wedding.
This is Skeeter of Skeeter and Darcy, right?
You have to turn your radio down, man. There you go. Now we're on the same page. This is Skeeter of Skeeter and Darcy's wedding, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, this was the one that had the whole raccoon theme going.
That's correct.
Yeah, everybody was in camouflage.
If it's fixed right, it is great.
Now, how do you go about fixing a raccoon? What's the proper way to prepare a raccoon?
Well, you got several different ways, but it's real greasy. I like it best in a perlo.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Slap some rice and there you go, and kind of cover it up a little bit.
That way it makes the
right.
rice greasy.
And add some onions and potatoes, and it's just like eating chicken balls.
Well, that's the way that possum was. He brought it in kind of a possum pot pie. It was no, I'm serious. It was like he took the possum and boiled it down, and then mixed it with vegetables and potatoes and corn and stuff, and then put a gravy in it, and then put a pie crust over it, and it was like a possum pot pie.
It seems
or you can barbecue it just like a hog and add sauce to it.
Well, there you go.
Seems like to me it'd just be a lot easier to run down to the pig and get a chicken.
It is, but it's just the taste of it.
Yeah. And so now, do you still hunt the raccoon to eat?
I eat probably 2 a year, and that's it. Other than that, all I do is competition hunt.
That's pretty much my limit too. I think 2 a year. Now
Raising puppies and competition hunting.
I'd say it's been a long time. I haven't done any raccoon hunting with dogs since high school. And that in itself is an adventure, isn't it?
It is. Especially if you've never done it, it opens your eyes up to the outdoors quick, like in the dark.
Now, do y'all allow more than one person to carry a gun?
No, half the time we don't even shoot them. We just treat them and look at them and let them go.
I got you. That's okay, man. Listen, buddy.
Unless they have a big family gathering coming up,
and then they they got to cook them down.
That's right.
That was probably the most unique wedding cake in the history of wedding cakes that y'all had. I just want you to know that.
I enjoyed it, and I hope Rick did too.
I still talk about it today. And Gary needs one of those toothpicks that you gave me. If you can bring him one by.
We fixing to build a house, and that's probably what's going to be on our cabinet handles.
Well, that's good. Right. You just keep my toothpicks there for your cabinet handles.
All right, y'all have a good one.
See you, Skeeter. All right, buddy. That's it. They use every part of the raccoon.
Every
part of it.
Weasel Time.